Good day. If you can hear construction work outside, then I do apologise. I will try and be as audible as possible. Right, so today, Prismacolor Col-Erase pencils. I've been hearing about these for the longest time, but have never actually gotten them for myself. Until now. So I'm gonna break the ice with those and then continue this character I have been redesigning. So let's start focusing on the pencils. Holy moly. Right, so you get 24. At least to do in this pack that I've bought. They're named. I like named pencils. Pencils with names or codes for what colour they are is what I live for. Let's give one a sharpen. So if you've not heard about the Col-Erase pencils, then the basic concept is they are pencils you can erase but also colour in with. So if you like sketching things in colour but don't want to keep the sketch lines, this should be a perfect pencil for you. I'm gonna test it out on my swatch sheet. That's not a good start. All that. So the very first pencil that I've sharpened seems to have a broken lead. Let's try it again. Yeah. Okay, I'm not impressed. Let's try again. We'll use violet. If it does end up being the case that we can't use these because they're just that broken, then what I'll do is I will just use a normal pencil to complete the redesign. Let's get a bit more sharpened. I'll have to remember to get my sharpener empty. That should do for now. Right, so this is violet. So there's the colour as we lay it down. I'm gonna do 3 circles. We're gonna try this eraser. So that's it partly erased. I'm going to do one more using a white eraser. So they're always more efficient, which this swatch test has proven. So that's violet. So not having a vermilion is kind of sad. I'm not going to swatch all of them right now, because obviously you want us to get on with the video, won't you? Right, so I have an empty sharpener. Next, we're gonna look at light blue. So, I like that. I could see myself enjoying this one. What I should have done probably was made all these circles, and then once all the colours were laid out, just erase them. Right. So, partly erased. And then I just got a bit of blue on the eraser, so I just brushed it off elsewhere, and it didn't actually make a coloured mark, so that impresses me. Right, let's get all the blues out. So there's a indigo blue. I see another one here. That's just blue. There's a white. I'm not sure why there's a white. What purpose they'd serve in this set is beyond me. It looks like we've got a good range of colours. And most of them are vibrant colours rather than your greys or your blacks. You do get a black, a grey and, oh yeah, a white as we've already seen. I think those are the only other blues in the collection. So I'm gonna put these to one side. They're all hexagon shaped as well, so they don't roll. That's nice. I reckon it was just that vermilion pencil that was a bit off. Which, I mean, for a first pencil, that is not a good way to start. You want a nice first impression. But given out of the 4 that I've actually tried, all 3 since then have been good. I'd say that was just a bit of bad luck rather than the product itself being a problem. Anyway, I need the eraser. So, slightly erased, heavily erased, and then with the white eraser. So I'm noticing that you can never actually get rid of the colour fully if you were to use just a normal HB pencil. You probably get like the really faintest of marks left behind if you've gone a bit dark somewhere. I'll try that actually with the next one, but yeah, you can definitely tell that the colour is still there. I don't know if it shows up on the video, but it's showing up from where I can see it. Right, that's concerning. But since I've got this in my hand, let me just so there it is, placed really dark. Here I'm going to do 2 that are pressed quite light. I will give that another sharpen once I've done this test. Heavily erased there, and it's still visible. And there you really hardly can see it. that probably isn't visible to you. I can only just see it. I'll settle for that. So we'll put it there. I haven't labelled blue yet. So let's get back to that. Right, I'm going to put the swatches to one side. And I'm going to bring back the book. I'll probably put violet to one side. Stick with just the blue pencils. Kind of like a one colour challenge, or one hue. But this isn't an art challenge as such. I've drafted up a mood board, taken my ideas down from there. So I'm going to start creating some original stuff for this character. If I can add her in post-production, then right now you're going to see her, the original design. So I have a few characters that are inspired by specific colours. So I think I've got a character that's inspired by white, by red, by yellow, and green. So we're focusing on, if you haven't already guessed, the blue character. She looked alright when I created her, but I think she is due a redesign because I just can't seem to enjoy drawing her. So I've been playing around with some stuff here, and we're gonna redesign her to be, I think, a school teacher. Right, I think it's pronounced Mazarine or Mazarine. It's the name of a shade of blue, more so a purpley blue, but it's a name that, it's a Christian name as well as a colour name, and that was a theme that I had going for these characters. So the red character was called Red, the white one Albiona, the yellow one I think Urion. So I wasn't going to go with Jasmine or Sapphire or Sky. I was going to find a really out there name, and I found Mazarine. So Mazarine is her name. I'm just going to say Mazarine like that, and hopefully I am getting that right. If not, I have gotten attached to a lie. So let's start sketching Mazarine. I'm going to use her light blue to begin with. And then maybe we'll do like a nice final piece style thing at the end. Mazarine has a round head. I want to stick to that. But the hair I am not happy with. So it needs to be changed. And really want her hair to flow. So that kind of brings in a bit of a squared shape if we were to do a character silhouette. I think Trust is square, isn't it? Square is like reliable, dependable characters, if I remember my shape language right. And Trust falls under that, because Circle is the friendly one, Triangle is the edgy one. So I shall stick with that. give her a nice neck. She's got lips. I'm going to start with this body, so if necessary I will get my little people figurines out to help me with this. And she's got some rather triangular feet. So I'm still drawing from the original design. I want her to kind of be recognisable as that one, as if she's had a makeover. She's got no nose, no visible nose on this character. I'll keep it that way. Now we need some arms. Just gonna have them coming out like that. I'm really liking that so far. So let's play around with a different shape. I'm gonna say one a bit more like that. So get the square again. I'm going to get the little figurine for this. Right. So, there would be the neck. I think this one's pretty strong. Sadly don't have a character of this shape as of yet. I'm probably going to make the head a bit smaller. And this is to suggest a more mature character. This kind of hair, the one that looks a bit Little Mermaid-like. It's very flowy. That's very flowy, that one. The reason I want the flowy hairstyle is because then it's a bit like water, and water is very associated with the colour blue. Now I'm going to do the same shape on the eyes, but I'm going to make them glasses. And now I just need to figure out what to do with those arms. Let's just have them coming out like that. Now I'm gonna get the blue, and I'm gonna play around with a bit more detail, costumes and stuff. So there is this one I've seen where it's starting like halfway up the neck. Comes down like that. Not sure what you call these, but Again, that's just to do with being very flowy. But I think it consumes a lot of the shape. Let's contrast that down here. I'm going to give some denim. And then we come to shoes. Now the original version doesn't actually have any shoes. I can't remember why I chose not to give her shoes, but I'm not sure that's going to fly on here. Especially if I want her made up as a teacher. What about here then? So round that off. Bring the square in again. So that's looking good. We do that. But it doesn't feel complete. So if I do this, she can then have some sleeves coming down. So it ends up being long sleeve, like a cardigan. I think cardigan. And for the shoes, something like that sounds nice. Or should I say looks nice? I think that looks great, but I do want denim. So, it's looking like we're going to want a hybrid. I think time to try and use these pencils to their full potential. I'm going to do something that could turn into an artwork now. So we've got the neck. And then we want the body. So whether or not this will be the final version of the redesign, it's going to have to depend on a few other factors, like how she'll look at other angles. But this will at least be a starting ground for her new look. Next up we want something for the arms to do. Let's just test this pose on here first. So I'm thinking she's got an arm coming down like that, and the other one a bit more like that, holding some chalk. How's one hold chalk? I think this is right. Have the sticker chalk like that. Oh, yeah, that's not quite right for her. It erases. Ba-ba-da. But then you wouldn't be surprised because these are the colour erase pencils as we've known for the entire, God knows how long this video has been going. So we've got a pose, so it'll start with. Let's decide on the hair. I think that more Little Mermaid-like style really works. So let's mark where the ear goes. I want a headband. A headband which gets consumed by the shape of the hair. There we go. So her hair seems to be going a lot further down this time. Let's fix that. So that'll do. Let's switch up to blue, and we want to start getting more features in. So I'm going to go with the glasses. Put in some pupils, rather relaxed looking pupils. Get that calm effect. Now for the costume. So I'm going to stick with denim not shorts. Denim trousers. Come up to somewhere about here. Now we need a top for her. I like the cardigan idea, so let's keep that. maybe just add a bit more detail onto the denim. I have to look up one of my references for that. Keep that coming down to about here. But I think she should have a necklace instead of a shirt there. And then this can be the first layer. To which I'm going to add this little pattern. And now that leaves the shoes. I haven't really put much thought into the shoes at all. Should be ashamed of myself. Have them a bit rounded at the ends. So now let's get the indigo blue. And using that, we will mark all the lines that I really want to keep on. Hopefully without any troubles. I've got to say, using these, it feels different from regular sketching. Just using a HB pencil, probably because the pencil feels softer. But it doesn't feel like colouring in either, if that makes any sense. Mustn't forget to add that necklace in either. Not quite sure what necklace she can wear. Make the chalk longer. What about the necklace? I'm gonna actually say a crescent. Let's mark that there. Got your necklace coming down. And there we go, her crescent necklace, a bit like a blue moon. Just want to check for details on her denim trousers. Or jeans, why didn't I just call them jeans? I'm pretty happy with that. This character has suddenly gotten a bit more development. We know what kind of person they are. They've got this new look, which I think is much better than what they used to have. And what I want to do is I want to erase this, not completely, so that I can then colour over that. However, I do think I'm running out of time today, so that's going to have to be done off camera. If I get it done before I'm finished in post-production, then I will show you what's become of her, and that will be it. In case this is where I end the video, I want to thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and check out my other videos. Have yourself a good day and keep being creative. Bye-bye. So there was a point I forgot to make while I was recording. So while I'm making that point here, you can have a look at the original version of Mazarine and the new version of her as a sketch. Yeah, this video was meant to be about the Prismacolor Col-Erase pencils, and I didn't actually say much about them towards the end. Got a bit obsessed with the character. But yeah, these pencils, still haven't swatched them or anything. I've literally just stopped recording and then remembered, so I've picked the camera back up. But based on using just these 3 pencils, and I suppose the Violet one as well, would I recommend the Col-Erase pencils? If you want coloured sketching, then yes, absolutely I would. They do what they say that they'll do. The fact that I got a broken pencil, maybe 2, is a bit worrying, but that's a risk you've got to take buying pencils. It happens with all of them, I suppose. It's not a problem that's exclusive to the Prismacolor Col-Erase pencils. If we're just talking about bows themselves, then they did great today, and I really enjoyed doing this coloured sketching. I didn't exactly do much erasing with them while I was recording, so I've probably not used them to their full potential, and maybe that's something that I can delve into in a future video. Speaking of, if there's any video suggestions or ideas that you want to drop in the comments, please let me know and I'll see if I can get around to them. This time indefinitely. I will see you when I next do a video, and have yourself a great day. Goodbye.